Welcome to How Hard Can It Be, where we bring in experts in different fields to learn about what it really takes to do what they do. I'm your host, Carlos Guerrero, and today we have Jorge Foyo here with us today. Jorge Foyo is a distinguished business owner, entrepreneur, and personal coach with 15 years of experience in physical fitness. His expertise has positively impacted the lives of hundreds of individuals, helping them to achieve high mental and physical well-being. George is here today to talk to us about how hard can it be to change your health habits. Welcome, George. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good, Carlos. Thank you for having me today, brother.
Nice to see you here, brother. Where do you come from? How did you get to this business? How have you helped hundreds of people?
Okay, Carlos. So I'm Cuban, born and raised. I left Cuba when I was 18 years old to Mexico to study civil engineering. But what happened in my life was something that I had an open heart surgery. I had an open heart surgery when I was 15 years old. It was a traumatic event in my life. It took me 2.5 years to recover from that. So something switched in my mind where I started developing this crazy awareness about my health. And I have been in fitness since then. So I started working out when I was 18 years old. I'm 34, so I have been pretty much involved in the fitness industry for over 16 years.
Okay, and how old when you had the open heart surgery?
I was 15.
15.
So,
what happened? It
was a congenital issue that I have from my mother, a little bit worse than what she had, but thanks God, everything was solved. But it took me a long time to be able to recover from that.
I guess recovered not just physically, but mentally, right?
Yes. You know, that day, it's something that I will never forget. The doctor told me that I should say bye to my mom or my dad because I have 50-50 chances to survive my surgery.
Wow, that's impressive.
The day that I woke up after my surgery, something triggered in my mind, and I knew that I was meant to grow myself as a person and to help people. I never knew when it will happen, but I knew that it will come. So this is the moment where we are right now.
So basically you had like this huge, process in your life that you had to have open surgery. You don't know if you're going to survive. Your mind changed. And then what happens next?
Well, after that, I left Cuba. And when I get to Mexico, no friends, no family. I was studying civil engineering there. I didn't know much about life, but I realized that I had an amazing gym in that university. So the gym became my anchor, my anchor in regard to my feelings, my emotions, my drive. If I will feel sad, if I will feel depressed, if I will feel in any way, I will go to the gym and do a workout. Even though I didn't know anything about it. I was going there just to play with the dumbbells, to play with the benches and try to figure it out. It took me years to be able to understand how actually to work out on how to eat, but nowadays everything is pretty clear and I'm just looking forward to change lives, my friend.
So then basically your gym became your to-go therapy.
Yes.
For you were sad, you were stressed, depression. What do you think happened at the gym, or what is it that was going on in that time that made you, that was the change that made your positive mind and all this stuff?
Obviously, at that time, I didn't know, but basically what was happening, it was like when I was working out, I was releasing dopamine in my brain.
Okay.
I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that I was feeling good when I left the gym, but actually you go through a chemical process when you work out. After you finish your workout, you're releasing dopamine.
For the viewers, explain what dopamine is.
Dopamine is the happiness brain cell that actually make you do things in life. We are driven by dopamine. Sugar release dopamine, sex release dopamine, success release dopamine. So we are dopamine driven individual.
What you're saying is have a lot of sugar, have a lot of sex, right?
I'm just putting examples.
and be successful.
100%. Listen, I'm just comparing the effect so people relate to it, because nowadays we live in a society where everybody consumes sugar.
Yes.
Where it's like everybody wants to feel better about themselves. Let me have a pastelito, or let me have a piece of cake, or let me have a chocolate. So you need to understand that if you relate to dopamine, the gym will do the same thing for you. If you relate to dopamine, you should start working out and maybe eating a little bit less of sugar, and your dopamine levels will stay the same because you will be replacing that dopamine hit with an actual workout.
Got it. So now let me ask a question. How hard can it be to change your habits? How hard was it for you?
For me, it was harder than for anybody else, right?
Why?
Because
More.
I had that health issues. You know, I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the resources. So it was very hard for me. However, if you are looking to take action, you need to understand that you have a 3 weeks investment. You have 21 days to build a new habit. So for 21 days, you won't see any results. For 21 days, you won't see any change. For 21 days, nothing's gonna happen, but it's an investment. So if you keep yourself engaged with anything, that could be working out, that could be having a better diet, that could be being a better father, a better leader, a better coworker, anything for 21 days, that will make an impact in your life. So whatever you wanna change in your life, you need to understand that you have a 3 week investment, and after that, everything will start changing.
When did your habit change? I know you started going to the gym without not knowing why you were going to the gym, but you just felt good. But then what is it that happened that you kept going? What other habits that you had to change, that you had to go through to get where you are today? Because you have helped hundreds of people.
It's very simple, right? When I was growing up, I was very skinny. I was small because of my heart condition. So when I started working out, and I started changing and transforming my body, I started having social acceptance. And social acceptance became my addiction at that moment. You know, feel accepted and feel good. It's everything that we all wanted. You know, we all go to work, we all try to make money because we want to feel accepted somehow, right? Basically, when you start changing yourself, that's a powerful process. When you see yourself in the mirror, and you see a different person, and you start feeling good about yourself, you start feeling good about what you do, everything will evolve from there.
Yeah, everything changes.
And for me, was woman, my friend. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You know, when I started having that social acceptance and I would start like having that attention from women, I was like, wow.
I'm going back to the gym.
Okay, let me go eat, sleep, and breathe in the gym because this is working. This is working. Now I'm having that attention. And I feel like in everything that you do in life, it's all about attention. You need to bring that attention. When you have that attention, then you can convert that attention into whatever you want.
And positive. And it's true what you said about attention, because I know a little bit about business, right? And one of the major things in business is that you want attention. Like you have to create a lot of attention. And once you create a lot of attention is when people see you as the expert, as the coach, as the business owner for whatever you're doing. Like I go to the gym every day. I don't go to the gym for the purposes that you used to go to the gym. I don't go to the gym to get attention from women. I go to the gym because at the gym, I feel in a place that I could work. I separate from the world. It's a different therapy for me, the gym. Not for some other people, the gym will probably be for losing weight, right? Some people may want to go to the gym for losing weight. Some people may want to go to the gym for doing a new thing, a new activity, or maybe meeting people. Then little by little, now I'm assuming, now you keep doing this because now you're getting attention for business.
Well, let me explain to you what happened. That it was another powerful moment in my life. That happened when I moved to the United States. I moved here with no money, no resources, no family, no friends, no knowledge, no English.
No English.
No English.
Yeah.
No English at all, man. Like no English, nothing, right? So the only thing that I knew was working out. I have a degree in civil engineering. However, I can use it here. At the moment, I couldn't use it here, right?
Correct.
So I started working out again. And I started here.
Yeah.
And I started like going way more into the knowledge, into what to do, how to do it, when to do it, right? And that built me even more. And I started getting the attention of high-performing people. And when I started getting that attention, I started converting that attention into knowledge. So I started getting that attention from high-performing people that saw the level of discipline that I had, that would look into me and they look in amazing physical shape, and they start opening doors for me. Because something that you need to understand when you are a disciplined and committed person with your workout, you will start changing. And your physical appearance actually will open a lot of doors in your life. That's facts. Women can relate to that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, women,
Right, I'm sure. So what happened after that is like I started getting the attention of high-performing people, very successful people, and I became friends with them through the gym, through the fitness. And those people start teaching me about construction. They start teaching me about finance. They start teaching me about taxes. They start teaching me about marketing. So do you understand how powerful has been the fitness in my life, where I'm able to convert that attention into the person that I am right now?
Into a successful entrepreneur, business owner that you are today.
100%.
You just made a really good point. You were able to teach somebody at the gym how to, I guess, work out, how to do better in health. It was bit more about that. And then they were able to teach you for, I guess, you guys, exchange services.
Right? 100%.
So now, how did you help this individual? Just what is it that you did with this individually that got him to successful in the physical way? What is it that you did? Like, just give us like a quick rundown of your service, your program.
Basically, number one, I teach them how to eat. Once you understand how to eat, and for everybody out there that is looking to make any changes, eating is a lot about common sense. Just sit for a minute and reflect about your eating habits and what you're eating right now on a daily basis. And you will see right away, without any professional help, what you could change just by using the common sense. It's very simple. Try that and you will thank me later. So the first thing that I did with them was to teach them how to eat. So once I teach them what to eat and why to do it, they start changing by themselves, because you can actually change based on nutrition. You don't have to work out. Even if you don't work out and you have the right nutrition, your body will change like this.
Instantly.
Like this.
So that's great information. So you're helping this person basically change his diet, his habit, because from what it seems like, everything's a habit, right? You have to get into a habit. 21 days, you have to get in a habit of actually going to the gym. But also you have to get into the habit of eating right.
Right.
And the secret here, the recipe that I'm hearing is you have to do it for 21 days to build a habit.
Right.
Now, this eating habit that he was changing the meals, why is it that people have to go to those bad habits knowing that it's bad for them?
So it's very simple, Carlos. This is a coping mechanism. It's an addiction like anything else, right? So basically, when you eat, you release dopamine. Once again, we're talking about dopamine. When you eat, you release dopamine, and the sugar is the main component. So you will notice, like a lot of people, they will tell you, I have to go eat, and they're not even hungry. But subconsciously, they're craving that sugar coping. Right? So what you do is, like, when you eat constantly and you're not eating healthy, you're constantly releasing that dopamine spike. So what happened with natural sugars and processed sugar is true that both release the same amount of dopamine in the brain, but the spike is completely different. Processed sugar, the spike is immediately up and then goes down right away. So that keeps you craving it. So when you start eating a bar of chocolate, you want to finish it, right? So because that dopamine spike is going up and down.
Well, I want to finish it, but I also want a second one.
100%. However, just by tweaking that with fruit, we have the sugar, right, will help you to overcome the dopamine spike, because when you eat the sugar with the fiber, the dopamine spike is gradually through the day, will help you to cope with the craving of sugar.
So what you're saying, I guess in my case, I love chocolate, by the way. Like, give me chocolate, I want to eat it, especially dark chocolate. So what you're saying is that instead of me eating a piece of chocolate, I have to eat a fruit?
I'm not telling you to replace the chocolate for the fruit. I'm telling you that in the morning after you break your fast, you should have some fruit between 9 and 12.
Okay.
Because that will help you to kill that craving
throughout the day
for the sugar throughout the day.
Well, my problem is at night.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm understanding, George, is that basically, people need to build habits to either go to the gym, to either eat right, so that they could feel good. Because when you go to the gym, people build dopamine, which makes them feel good, because when you eat chocolate and sweets, also it makes you feel good. But there's ways around it to take that urge, right? And one of the things that you're saying is that you should supplement with something else. But also, what makes people knowing that they eat wrong? What makes people eat wrong?
People want to feel good, man. That's the main thing. We all want to feel good somehow. If you don't know better, you will eat. because that's the most accessible thing that you will have. If you want to feel good, you're going to eat, because eating will make you feel good.
And it's easy, right?
It's easy. You can go to any grocery store and buy anything you want right away. It's like, it's right there.
I think that's the key. It's so easy to just go and eat whatever you want to get that dopamine for a short period of time, and then you keep repeating it.
Right.
But then you build a bad habit, right? Because there's positive habits, but there's also bad habits.
Wow.
And one of the bad habits will be, instead of you going to have a fruit, which is going to give you the same effect, you're going to go and have something else that you shouldn't be eating for your health.
I think for anybody that is looking to change, for anybody that is looking to evolve into self-development, you need to understand your why you're doing it. If a person has a big health issue and then go to the doctor and they tell you, man, you have to start eating healthy or you're going to have a heart attack, they will do it.
Yeah.
That's their why.
That's a big why.
That's a big why. So why you don't dig into yourself and find a deeper why? Why you don't do it for your family, for your kids? Why you don't lead with the example? So if
That's very powerful.
You have to go and find out why for you and what's the purpose of doing that change. You need to answer those two questions. And those two questions will give you the foundation to be able to execute. Because if you don't have a why and you don't have a purpose, it's so easy to neglect, man, because we just want to feel good.
To come here with no money, you came here with no degree, no work, no experience. You basically came, you go to the gym, you start networking, meeting people at the gym, you start helping people because you already knew how to work out, you already knew how to take care of yourself. You were able to make connections at the gym with other professionals. They were able to exchange their services for your services that eventually opened up doors for you. And then you were able to create businesses for your knowledge out of this door. So like, I mean, that's a great story, right? What can you share with us? Like, because we all go through ups and downs, right? It's like one good story, give us.
I've been homeless in this country, sleeping in my car.
Wow.
Taking showers in Miami Beach, taking showers in the showers in Miami Beach, and getting dressed to go interview in my car.
I didn't know that.
So that builds a level of
Urgency
so high that you can just wait. You have to do. You can wait for anything because it's up to you if that night you have a plate of food. It's up to you if that night you have a roof under your head. It's up to you if you're gonna get a job that day. It's up to you.
You made a good point before. You have to know your why.
And Carlos, it got to the point where I didn't have money for a gym membership. I will have money only for gas. And I will drive to Muscle Beach in Miami Beach, and I will hit a workout there, even with no food in my stomach, with no money, with no job, with no purpose. I didn't know what to do, but I was putting the work. And I knew that eventually that work will lead me somewhere. I knew that somehow, putting the work, God will see what I was doing and will push me towards something else.
You know, obviously your story is very powerful. What you have achieved today and what you're doing by not just helping yourself, but you know, you got yourself out of this hole. You became successful. Now you have a lot of great relationships. You have helped hundreds of people to successfully change their habits and to grow and to physically be better. Because I think what you coach is not just for somebody that wants to lose weight, right? It's not just for somebody that wants to look better, that wants to find a girl. It's not just for somebody that, you know, that wants to try something different. It's for anybody that wants to be successful. Because as you mentioned, by you changing your health eating, your diet eating, going to the gym, you open up all these opportunities that work for you.
Right.
And you're teaching people through your experience to fast track that. They don't have to wait to live under the bridge to create their why. And I'm sure you could also help them figure out their why. Because if everything starts with the why, which I agree with this 100%, I think we spoke about this before, like everybody has a different why. And if everything starts with that why up here, then you have to change your mindset. And then you have to basically remember that is your why. And that's what's gonna push you through the hard times, because we all go through hard times, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's at the job, whether it's relationships, you all go through. So if you have your why is big enough and you know your why, then it just keeps pushing. For our viewers that are watching right now, right? What tips or what steps can you tell them that they should start like right now? Like what information can you give to them that will change or impact their life?
Everything starts with the self-talk.
Okay.
The most powerful battles that we will fight, they're gonna be here.
Tell me about the self-talk. What is the self-talk?
The self-talk basically starts with what you tell to yourself, how you treat yourself. You have to give yourself some love and respect first and foremost. Self-love and respect is one of the most powerful things that you will ever do. If you're looking to change, if you're looking to evolve, if you're looking to start a new habit, a new business, whatever it is, everything starts there with that self-talk. You can do this. You have to tell yourself over and over again until your subconscious mind believes it, that you can actually do it.
How can you do that? Is there like some training to do? I could tell myself a million times, I could make $1 billion, right? Or I could lose 200 pounds.
Until the point where you believe it, you will start materializing.
Is there like some kind of like secret sauce to
My
be
friend, there is no secret sauce, there is no shortcuts, there is just hard work.
Put in the work.
Put in the work, right? So if you're looking to change, you need to prepare yourself the day before. Let's say, for example, somebody who is looking to start working out tomorrow or Monday.
Okay.
Prepare yourself on Sunday. Put the shoes that you like out, have them ready. The clothing gym that you like, have it out, have it ready. So by the time you wake up, you only have 5 seconds to decide if you're gonna do it or not. If you let your mind think over 5 seconds, you're done. Your mind will tell you, stay in bed.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Nice and cozy.
This pillow, I'm warm. Your wife is next to you, or your son is next to you, or your new girlfriend is next to you, and you feel good. And I was like, let me stay here. However, if you have everything set and ready, and you did that self-talk that I just told you the night before, that will be a powerful tool for you at the moment when you wake up and go.
One of the things that I learned too in setting goals is that we all have goals, right? Like for example, like maybe my goal is to lose weight, but you have to set the goal, but you have to be very specific on something that you could actually target.
Right.
So instead of saying, I want to lose weight, I want to say, I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months.
Right.
By me saying like a specific goal,
right,
then I could create little goals, easier goals to get me to that bigger goal.
Right.
Now, for somebody that wants to lose 20 pounds in 6 months, a realistic goal, what tips can you tell them to get to that goal?
Very simple. Go to your fridge and open your fridge and get rid of everything that you know that is bad for you. Go there, open your fridge, look into everything you have, and get rid of everything that you have in there that you know that is not good for you. Period. It's simple as that. There's no science behind it. That's number one. Number two, go and get a gym membership. Number three, get a nice pair of shoes. And 2, clothing that you actually feel comfortable with, and go and do the fucking work. Yes, you can have that self-talk with yourself. You can find that why. That why is powerful. Why are you doing it? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for your wife? Are you doing it for your kids? Because what happened the other day, this is the craziest thing. I was in a restaurant, and with due respect, I don't have any issues with overweight people. Please don't take it personal. I love overweight people. I love them.
They're your clients.
I love them. I love them. But I was in a restaurant, right? And I see this woman extremely overweight, and I looked to her kids, and they were overweight too. Why you're passing your pain to your next generation? Why you are doing that? Why you are passing your bad habits and your unconscious diet or like unconscious habits that you have that they're so inside to your kids? Why are you passing your pain to your kids?
And I'm going to challenge you on that. The first thing that popped in my head was people that are overweight and they have long family members overweight, they're going to blame it on genes. Oh, well, it's my genes. What do you think about that? When people use the reason, for you it might sound like an excuse. For them it's a valid reason. Well, my genes. My father's overweight, my grandma's overweight, my grandpa's overweight, my whole generation is overweight. Do you think that's a reason,
That's
the
not a
genes, or do you think that could be changed?
That's all bullshit, my friend.
Okay.
That's
Tell us
all
more about that.
That's all.
You heard it. It's bullshit.
100%. That's what it is. There is no yes, you can have actually some sort of involvement. You can have hormone problems and thyroids, and that can make you gain overweight. However, I know so many fit girls that had all those hormone problems, but they don't have excuses. They don't use the food as a coping mechanism to run away from their pain. You know, so in this case, there is no genetic issues, my friend. You know, I go to every single house where every person is telling me that this is a gene issue, and I open their fridge and I'll find their gene issues problem. You know, that's what it is.
Is a fridge.
That's what it is.
I love that.
That's what it is.
I love that.
Don't buy it, don't eat it. If you don't have it, you won't eat it. If you don't buy the chocolate and you don't have it in your house, you won't eat it. You know, I'm not telling you that just become like so structured and disciplined. No, that's not about that. We all have to have that balance. Do you think that I don't eat sugar? I do.
Bullshit.
I don't believe it. No, I go to a restaurant.
Sure.
I go to a restaurant and I will get the dessert every single time, 100%.
He has great genes.
I have a big work ethic. That's what it is. So for all those people that they're looking to change and they think that have genetic issues, come on, don't lie to yourself anymore. This is the game of life. Let's get real. Let's stop giving excuses to ourselves, because let me tell you, you might think like people care. People don't care. People will see you and they will forget you in 5 seconds. It's all about you. If you wake up, because you can lie to yourself, if you wake up and when you go and brush your teeth and wash your face, you look into the mirror and you see somebody that you don't respect, it's time for you to start taking action.
Make a change. I love that. And I agree with you that like a lot of people make excuses up here. They make excuses. And one of the big excuses is my genes. But yes, and you could have problems. But if you're not willing to go find the solution, right, to your problem, because there's medications, there's pills that you could take, there's stuff, there's people that you could get coached by to make you responsible, make you accountable. That's the word, accountability. Because some people, like your self-accountability. You're already built a habit to go to the gym every day, to eat right. You don't need that service. But for the average person that they know that they can do this themselves, that they know they're overweight, or that they know they need to change something in their life, or that they know that they want to be successful and they know that they have to make a change, they need to go and find help, because there's help for everything. Now, talking to help, for our viewers here, because we're running out of time. If somebody wanted to get in contact with you, to ask you more questions, to get your service, because I know you coach people, you have helped hundreds of people to change the way their habits and the way they physically do and physically stuff like that, how can they reach you?
The easiest way is through my Instagram, is GEFT_fit. You can reach me there any given time. I work 24/7. I'm a workaholic, my friend. So you can reach me there anytime. I'm the person answering the DMs all the time. Usually I will send you a voice note because I'm in my business, I'm doing stuff. If I can answer you via text, I will send you a voice note. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, I will give you the pointers for free. Listen, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I'm here to elevate you in any way or mean that I can possibly can. And that's my purpose in life. I understood that if I elevate somebody, will come somebody to me and will elevate me somehow. So that's the way it works. So
100%.
Feel free to reach out anytime. I will be more than happy to help you and give you any tips or any help that you might need.
Beautiful. One last question. What will you tell your younger self 10 years ago?
Surround yourself with the right individuals, my friend.
Love that.
Surround yourself with the right individuals, the right people, and give. Forget about receiving. It's all about giving. When you give, by default, you will receive. But the most important thing that you can ever do is surround yourself with the right individuals. People that are in a different level than you, people that have more knowledge than you, people that have more success than you. If you are the smartest person in the room, my friend, you are in the wrong room.
If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Yeah, I love that. George, so one other question. If you had to say one tip, one powerful tip for the viewers, what would that be?
Do the fucking work.
I love it. Do the fucking work. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go.
I love it.